My dear students, today we are going to discuss about product. First, we want to know what is a product. The term product is determined by the needs and desires of the consumer. So without product, there is no market. And also every product should satisfy the needs and wants of consumer. In a marketing, a product is an object or system or service made available for consumer use of the consumer demand. It is anything that can be offered to market to satisfy the desire or need of a consumer. A product can be classified as tangible or intangible. A tangible product is an actually physical object that can be perceived by touch, such as building, vehicle, etc. An intangible product is a product that can be only perceived indirectly, such as insurance policy. Product can be a physical or virtual. Physical product include durable goods such as car, furniture, computers, etc. and non-durable goods such as food and beverages. Virtual products are offering of service or experience such as education, software and other digital products. Now we are going to discuss about definition. So definition given by Anderson. A product should be considered as a bundle of utilities consisting of various product features and accompanying services. According to Philip Kotler, a product is anything that can be offered to a market for attention, acquisition, use or consumption. It includes physical objects, services, personality, place, organization and ideas. Without product, we are not able to sell a product in the market. So that's why the product is always essential. So we can say that it is a bundle of utilities because every product is having its own image in the market. Now we are going to discuss about characteristics or features of a product. In our daily life, we buy different kinds of products so as to satisfy our varied needs. In this way, we can say that the product is one which has the capacity to satisfy our wants and needs. That is why the product is at the time defined as a bundle of potential utility. A product may be regarded from the marketing viewpoint as a bundle of benefits which are being offered to the consumer. A product is a package of physical, service and symbolic, particularly expectation to yield satisfaction or benefits to the buyers. So there are several features of product. First one, we are going to discuss about goods and product. In marketing, the term goods is used as a symptom of product. This is lined both with the long-standing business usage and well-established academic practice. But the product is not mere goods. It is not confined to merge tangible goods. Even intangible goods like services, ideas, etc. are covered by the term products. Second features is buyers buy the benefit. The key idea of all the definitions referred above is the consumers are buying more than a set of physical attributes. Fundamentally, they are buying want satisfaction. They wish firm sells product benefit that can be just as a product. Third features, each brand is a separate product. So anything change in the market which has introduced its own feature, design, color, size, packaging. However, in every features has having its own image. So as a consumer, we are going to buy a product with a separate because we want to have a certain features. Then there are fourth features inclusive of all services accompanying the product. The product includes all services rendered by the marketer along with the sales. For instance, the credit facility offered to a consumer after sales service. The advice given by the seller is selecting the goods or all covered by the term product. So these are all the several features of product. Now we are moving towards classification of products. So there are different classifications. First, we are going to discuss about consumer goods. Consumer goods are those goods which are designed for final consumption by individuals and households. Television sets, radio, cigarette, shoes are some of the examples of consumer goods. While the consumer goods as having three different classifications: convenience goods, shopping goods and specialty goods. First, we are going to discuss about convenience goods. Goods which consumers buys frequently, immediately and with a minimum shopping effort are classified as convenience goods. Like the Create toothpaste example, convenience goods are products that consumers purchase repeatedly and without much thought. Once consumers choose their brand of choice, they typically stick to it unless they see a reason to switch, such as an interesting advertisement that compels them to try it or convenient place at the checkout aside. These products includes gum, toilet paper, soap, toothpaste, shampoo, milk, etc. So these are all the products that we are going to use it as a regular mode. To market a convenience good, you want to consider that most people will impulse buy these products. Placing your products near the checkout line at a store could be a good idea for these products, which is why you will be often find candy and gum at front of the store. Since most convenient products are priced low, cost and discounting is not a major deciding factor when considering a purchase. I won't switch off my toilet paper brand just to save a few cents. For convenience goods, brand recognition is key. With this mind, you will want to implement widespread campaigns to spread awareness of your company if possible. There are some of the examples of convenience goods are cigarettes, newspapers, magazines, grocery products, etc. Then the second point will be shopping goods. Goods which consumers select and buy only after making comparisons on such basis as suitability, quality, price and style are called as shopping goods. Shopping goods are commodities consumers typically spend more time on researching and comparing before purchasing. They can range from affordable items like clothes and home decor to higher end goods like cars and householders. These are more one of purchases with a higher economic impact. For instance, while you will buy toilet paper over and over again for the rest of your life, you will likely only purchase a house a few times at most. And since it is an expensive and important purchase, you will spend a good amount of time deliberating on it, attending different open houses and comparing the pros and cons of your final selection. The same can be said for smaller products. If you have an event coming up and you want to purchase a nice pair of shoes, this does not fall under impulse purchase. Instead, you will want to try it on, consider whether the price is worth it and even get into from your loved ones. To market a shopping good, invest in content that persuades your buyer of your product's value. It is important your marketing materials demonstrate how your product differs from the competition and the unique value it provides consumers. Price also plays a role in the product type, so the promotion of discounts and sale can attract consumer towards your brand. Some of the examples are furniture, ready-made garments, etc. Then the third one will be the specialty goods. Goods for which a significant number of buyers are habitually willingly to make a special purchasing effort are known as specialty goods. They should possess unique features or have a high degree of brand identification or both. A specialty good is the only product of its kind on the market, which means consumer typically don't feel the need to compare and deliberate as much they would with shopping products. A good example of this may be iPhone. I have been purchasing new iPhones for years and I have not paused to consider other smartphone models because of Apple's strong brand identity and the perception I have its product quality. When marketing a specialty good, you don't necessarily need to spend too much of time convincing consumer that your product is different from competitors. They already know what. Instead, focusing on how your products are constantly innovating and improving, this will ensure your customers will remain loyal to your brand. For instance, if Apple stopped impressive improvements on their iPhones and promoting new features, I might consider switching brands. But since they have continued to impress me over the years, I have continued to purchase from them. The second classifications will be industrial goods. Goods which are for use in the commercial production or other goods or for use in connection with carrying on some business or institutional activity are known as industrial goods. Industrial goods can again be classified into four different categories. Equipments and physical facilities used in producing goods or services, materials entering into product, manufacturing or service supplies, management materials. First one will be equipment and physical facilities. Major capital assets such as plant, machinery and building come under this category. Second one, materials entering into the product. These categories of industrial goods include raw materials, semi-manufactured goods and fabricating parts. Then third type in industrial goods is manufacturing or service suppliers. These products that are essential to the business operations of the industrial users but do not become part of the finished product. Example, fuel, oil, coal, etc. The fourth type in industrial goods is management material. This category covers both office equipments and office supplies. Example, stationery, typewriters and calculators, etc. Now we are going to discuss about the more important concept in product is new product development. New product development refers to the complete process of bringing a new product to market. This can apply to develop an entirely new product, improving an existing one to keep it attractive and competitive, or introducing an old product to a new product. The emergence of new product development can be attributed to the needs of companies to maintain a competitive advantage in the market by introducing new products or innovative existing one, while regular product development refers to building a product that already had a proof of concept. New product development focus on developing an entirely new idea from idea generation to development to launch. The following are the different stages which is involved in new product. First one will be idea generation. The idea for making a new product shall first of all be conceived by the marketer. Such an idea would have either struck the marketer himself or would have been secured from external sources like buyers, fellow business, inventors and so on. Idea generation involves brainstorming for new product ideas or ways to improve in our product strength, weakness and opportunities. So it can be very much effectively way to identify the problematic area of your product and understand where the greatest opportunities lies. There are two primary sources of generating new ideas. Internal idea comes from different areas within the company such as marketing, consumer support, the sales team or the technical department. External ideas comes from outside sources such as studying your competitors and mostly important feedback from your target audience. Some methods can be used for idea generation or conducting market analysis, working with product marketing and sales to check if your product value is being positioned correctly. collective user feedback with interviews, focus groups, surveys and data analysis. Running user tests to see how people are using your product and identify gaps and rooms for improvement. Ultimately, the goal of the idea generation stage is to come up with as many of ideas as possible while focusing on delivering value to your customers. Second one will be screening. The idea conceived shall then be reviewed to check whether it will materialize. Steps must be taken to ensure that there are no legal hurdles in implementing the proposal. Availability of men, machine, material and money to carry out the proposal must be ensured. At this stage, it will become clear whether to go ahead with the proposal or to drop it. Then the third one will be business analysis. In this phase, the businessman will carry out such further analysis that will help him to know the cost of making the product, the cost of distribution and profits likely to acquire. The commercial viability of the product will become clear. The fourth concept in new product development is concept testing. The marketer must be interested in knowing the reactions of the buyer to the idea of the product. The idea of the product is made known to the buyers with as many details as possible, usually through printed form with provision for comments. The responsible for the buyers will confirm the workability of the proposal. So fifth one in the new product development is product development, because this is the most important stage. The businessman will do all that is necessary to start production. He will acquire the necessary inputs, tools and equipments. Normally, trial model product are made to start up. The sixth one will be product testing. The products are made available in selected markets. Product test will review whether the product perform as expected and is likely to the buyers, because when we are testing the product, then only we knows whether the consumer they are all ready to buy the product or not. Now the seventh one will be test marketing. By test marketing, we mean that the complete marketing plan for the product consisting of pricing, sales promotion, advertisement and channel of distribution needs evaluation. The total marketing mix of the business is tested in test marketing. Of course, the test marketing is the most essential part in the product life cycle. Then the last one will be commercialization. It is only at this stage that the large scale production and distribution of the product is undertaken. The life cycle, the product starts from here. So while every business, their main aim is to earn profit, while we are doing a lot of advertisement in order to attract the people to buy the product. So these are all the different stages with regarding to the new product development. Now we are discussing last about product life cycle. Every product has having its own life cycle. As a human being we have product life is like beings have defined lifespan. The life cycle of human being may be considered as different parts, starting from introduction, growth, maturity, saturation and decline. So there are these are all the several parts with regarding to the product life cycle. Now we are going to discuss all these points in a detail. While first one will be introduction. When a product is just introduced, entering into the market, it will take some time for the buyers to come to know of it, else will gradually start, profit will be low. Selling cost will be very high at this phase. Steps must be taken by the marketer to popularize the brand name, because the introduction stage is always essential when we are moving towards market. Second concept will be growth stage. In this stage, both sales and profit will begin to rise. Competitors may enter into the market seeing business prospects. The marketer shall at this stage strive to highlight the positive aspect of his product and ensure that the buyers do not short to the competitors' products. This may be by an effective advertisement campaign. While in case of growth, we want to do a lot of advertisement to attract the people, and also we want to conduct lot of advertisement campaign. The third stage will be maturity. Both sales and profit will reach the maximum level at this stage. Towards the end of this stage, the marketer may adopt certain promotional measures like free gift on purchase, exchange offer, and so on. Such measures may help to extend the span if this stage and may not offer a permanent solution. So while in case of maturity, we want to give lot of sales promotion offers in order to attract the people to buy more. Then the fourth stage will be saturation stage. This is a period of stage the sales of a product reach the peak and there is no further possibility to increase it. During this stage, other competitors shall also become popular and invade the market. So as a marketer, we want to stabilize in the market because it is a very tedious one where we are going to meet the demand of the consumer. The consumer's mind may be changed according to the competitor's version. Then the last one will be decline. At this level, profit touch the lowest point, competition becomes intensive and the consumer shows preference or better product alteration or modification may provide solution in some cases. If that is not possible, the marketer may have to abandon the product. Now I am going to give one of the example for product life cycle. To understand of all these stages, we can take a look at product life as example. This example will help us to understand how a product is introduced and how it goes through different stages. However, if we wish to pursue a career in product life cycle management, this product life cycle examples may not be enough. You will have to undertake a project management course which help you gain more insight into the product life cycle as its management. A few product life cycle examples are typewriter. Typewriter helped in improving the speed and efficiency of writing. However, with time never device such as computer and laptops were introduced. Nowadays, the demand of typewriter is declined, the more the demand with computers and laptop. Because as a student, you're all using a laptop, but even though you want to know typewriting, then only you are able to take up this computer as laptop. Because this is a new way how we are going to introducing the product in the market. So the last discussion about with regarding to product is why do some product fails. This may be the last point we are going to discuss about product. First one, poor product quality may also cause the poor failure. Obviously, a product which is of poor quality cannot be sold in the market. We are not able to sell a product for longer period. If we want to produce a better quality, then only it is possible for us to sell more number of commodity in the market. Then the second reason is higher price. Another reason for the failure of certain product, the price factor, higher production and distribution cost may lead to higher price, such as product cannot be sold in a market consisting of middle and lower income buyers. Then the third reason, the failure with regarding to product is poor timing. It is important that the product to be successful, it is introduced in the market at the correct time. If it is introduced at an unsuitable time, it may turn out to be a failure. Then the fourth one will be the inherent defect. There may be an inherent defect in the product which may affect its market potentialities. Such a product may not be preferred by the buyers even if the defect is rectified later. Then the fifth one will be extent of competition. A monopolistic may not have any difficulty in marketing his product. In this case of a market where there are a large number of sellers for a particular product, the buyer will have many alternatives. Therefore, in such a condition of the buyers, he cannot be successful. Then the sixth reason is lack of promotional measures. Popularizing the brand, particularly in the introduction stage of a product, is essential. Such a step will ensure repeated buying and bring long-term benefits for the market. Failure to do so will provide to be a disaster for the product. Then the last seventh one will be faulty distribution policy. Of course, it is important that a product reaches the right market at the right time and at the right place. The faulty distribution policy of the marketer may lead to many problems. Eighth one, unavailability of spare parts. In the case of durable goods like television, air conditions, etc. And also in the case of two-wheelers and cars, easy availability of spare parts is an important requirement. Unavailability of spare parts may frustrate the buyers to switch over with some other products. The ninth one, poor after sales service. The quality of after sales service is yet another important case. Most marketers, particularly those marketing durables, two-wheelers, etc. are curtailed while making safe. When the customer requires sales service, after that you want to approach the seller, the latter may show indifference because nowadays sales service is always poor. This is also one of the reasons for a product failure. So thank you for your listening. So thank you.